Super Devin.
What is up, Luca? How's it going?
Good, man. Good. I was at Hermosa Beach. I didn't see you there, so.
What?
You were at Hermosa Beach, dude.
I haven't. My roaming range has been quite limited as of late. I only get down to the beach by my house.
No worries. I was just messing with you.
Still getting out much? Going for walks?
Not really. Just staying inside. I got a bunch of homework to do anyway and stuff. So
Yeah,
I'll walk around the block.
Yeah, it's gonna pick up this next week.
Just keep saying it's getting worse. I'm whatever. I'm not surprised. Black Friday, people are like thousands of people in line. Like, you know what? This is ridiculous. This is not gonna get any better until there's a vaccine.
The vaccine should be out by the summer.
Yeah, for sure. I think so. For sure by the end of next year, like guaranteed. So we're probably gonna just have to tolerate one more year, and then that's it. That's we just move on. And yeah, how are you, man?
I'm fine. Keep myself to stay active, and as a kind of a hobby project, I'm teaching myself how to surf.
You are? Yeah, you're gonna learn how to surf?
I don't know how to surf, but I'm learning.
Yeah, it's not surfing. Surfing is a lot of fun, but once you catch your first left or right, then you're gonna really feel like what it's like to surf. But you definitely got to be persistent, though.
Yeah, I'm going down 4 days a week, minimum 30 minutes on the board, and then I get tired of not being able to catch anything, and so I body surf for like 30 minutes for an hour.
You gotta take baby steps. Just go straight. Just go straight first. Obviously by now you know what the wave feels like when it pushes you. So you get on your knees first, then go forward, then go on your feet, go forward, and then eventually you're just gonna get comfortable to get up.
Stand up on my feet, but I can't remain standing. I always fall off.
Yeah, because you're scared.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you need to get over that fear. I was like, oh my god, it's like, dude, like chill, like, you know what I mean? You're fine. Yeah, don't be scared. It's water.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
It's easier when there's like 2 foot waves and 1 foot waves. There were some 5 foot waves last week, and I was like, putting the board in, just body surfing.
Yeah, you just gotta go trial by fire. Just keep your board horizontal and just go. You'd be surprised, dude. You'd be surprised by like when you really start catching waves, how much like your fear was it's just ridiculous, Because 5 feet looks big, but when you stand up on your board, you're like, oh, it's like not even that big at all. You just gotta stand up.
I believe that. I do believe that.
You'll get it. And watch, you're gonna have a great fucking time, dude. It's gonna be pretty awesome.
Welcome to you, Sarah. Welcome to you, Carlo.
Yeah.
Nice to see you guys.
Carlo. Hey, Carlo, remember when you and I were at that outdoor poetry performance a year ago?
Don't you miss going outdoors?
You remember that?
And seeing people and going to cafes and literally every other experience that we used to have and don't anymore?
Yeah, I remember that. That was exactly a year ago. That was pretty fun.
Cool. Well, I didn't submit any poetry to the Catalyst this quarter. I tried to do a short story and they were like, bro, no. Too many submissions. You're not in. And I was like, wow, all right, that hurts, but I get it. Ready to hear some good poetry tonight, though. Luca, you were one of 4 people who signed up, along with me.
Are you serious?
Yeah. We're also accepting signups during the meeting, so I'm hoping that, it's a wild quarter, but I'm hoping once people pull through, we're also going to have a writing time today, so maybe we'll get some people who just want to, open mic share like usual. Shout out to Devin for wearing a tuxedo in the time of Corona, basically. as much as this is the equivalent of us getting to go to a cafe and perform poetry, that is the equivalent of a tax.
I've spent all day in pajamas. This constitutes pajamas. I've spent all week in pajamas. I don't think I ever get out of my sweatpants.
Yeah.
For me, the sweatpants are the cashmere sweater, which is sitting right here.
Here, Devin reminds me of Jason Segel in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, where the whole week he's got nothing but Costco sweatpants on. He's like, "You shall not pass." Oh yeah, that was a good film.
I actually haven't seen that one.
You haven't seen that?
I haven't seen anything ever. It's a character trait.
Oh, you guys, you should see it then. It's comedy. It's pretty hilarious. So, yeah.
Man, I bet if I watched things, I would totally see it.
Oh,
If
see
I-
it. It's hilarious. It's like, oh, Devin's got a club. So, yeah, see, he has a club in his home. Too bad we have COVID. You know, we could all just go to the club.
I highly recommend putting up colored lights in your guys' rooms. It took me like only an hour to read the instructions, put them up. And it has this cool black light effect on my notes. It makes, you can't really tell, but it makes some of the highlighters really pop out. And so I can take notes in like a yellow highlighter pen that you can't see in normal light. And then I turn on these blue lights and I can read in the margins.
Yeah, no, I was actually thinking about something like that. I keep seeing like these ads for like these super cool light fixtures for the room. I was thinking about it. It's actually a nice little thing to have, especially if you're gonna have like friends over or something. And whatnot. Yeah, Sarah agrees. Saw her nodding. She's like, "Yeah, I know what he's talking about." She probably has lights in her room. She's not saying anything right now.
Well, it's not dark over there, so there's some lights for sure. I got lights. There's a lamp right there. Hey, Bailey, another performer. Wow. Hell yeah. And hi, Felicity. Hopefully she can hear. How's it going, Brendan?
Hey, what's good? It's good.
What's up? How are we feeling? Can y'all hear me?
We hear
Feeling
you,
about
we
as
hear
jamming as one can on a Thursday
What's
night.
up?
All right. How are we feeling?
Nate, how are you feeling? How's
Man,
life?
yeah,
man.
you know, just trying. We're doing all right. I'm in Vegas right now with my parents. It's cool. I sort of miss IV. I say sort of because y'all know how it is. But yeah, holding up. Dev put on the serious business casual format I see.
I cannot stress this enough. I sleep in these clothes. This is a pajamas outfit.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
It's quite nice just to be here. I've had to miss the last few Poets Club meetings because of my job, which I now luckily no longer have. And,
Where were you working?
just at the local pool, just
Oh.
teaching kids how to swim.
True. Oh, that's sweet. I like that.
Very hands off from
Yeah.
afar, mask and everything. But it's nice to be here.
Good to see so many beautiful faces on a Thursday.
Good day.
Like, not that my classes don't have cute people in them, but none of us have our cameras on, so you'd never know.
All my classes are asynchronous this quarter, so Devin, I feel you. I haven't seen a single soul on Zoom in years, it feels like now. Quarters, I guess.
It is nice to be able to study at my own pace.
How are y'all? How are the end of y'all classes going? I see a shaking no from Sarah. I saw a thumbs up from Bailey. That's good. So we have like, okay, that's thumbs up from Luca. So we have like a net positive reaction to the end of fall quarter. That's pretty good. Net positive is all you can ask for at this point. Welcome. You know what we should have done? We should have sent kind bars via mail to everybody in place of dope metaphors. How we usually have it.
We could have just done some performance art style stuff. Like everyone gets one goldfish, but it's the different colored flavor pack. So you gotta find the poet that has the same color goldfish as you, and then you guys do a performance piece over Zoom, but it's just the two of you. And
that could have been your new pen pal. Whoever has the same variety pack flavor.
That was a fun project. I've never gotten over the fact that like me and my pen pal kept emailing for months and months. And then like the gas started growing longer, and eventually like she didn't respond to my last email, and I had the thought like, oh, I should follow up, because that's happened to both of us a few times where we just forget and we like prompt each other, and then I didn't, and then months went by and I was like, oh, I can't say anything now, it's way too late.
Never too late to reach out.
Never. All right. There's 10 people in the meeting. Wait, Kala, do you know is Anita coming?
I'm not actually sure. She's not signed up. Fiona is supposed to pull through around 7:40, she said. I know Miley's gonna come. Oh, there's Fiona, in fact. Welcome, Fiona. This is Anita's super fun comedy friend that she was talking about. Fiona does fantastic stand-up, and we'll be doing a little bit of a performance for us later tonight. Or so we've heard from Anita. And then Miley is going to be pulling through a little after her class at 8. Oh my God, Bronwyn! Star-studded cast tonight! And we're going to have a performance from Miley, but she's going to be a little later, which is why you guys will see we're going to be doing some other stuff at the beginning of the night we usually wouldn't do with a dope metaphors type thing, but we don't do anything these days like we would usually do it. So we're going to fit in some writing time, some stand-up comedy, some what we've been doing, like vibing out to check in, and then we're going to get into performances. And we only got a couple of signups for performances, so I'm going to drop the link for that in the chat. And if at any time, including during writing time or performance time, you feel like you want to get in on this and read what you've written today, you can just put your name in the chat if you'd like normal, or you can be super cool and sign up with our cool Analogies sign up sheet. And then Nate and I will have a bio for you that we can read. You can use an alias, make it feel all special and end of the quarter-y.
Sweet. I guess with that, we can get it started tonight. What do you think, Kahlo? Are we ready? Get it off? Okay, so
let's get
as my partner in emceeing crime has mentioned, you are now experiencing the first ever Poets Club presents Cool Analogies. Typically, right around this time in our universe of the quarter system, we would be having a gathering in the hub at the UCSN called Dope Metaphors. Instead, we are doing a virtual, now open mic, but we would consider this our showcase, our time to show what y'all have gone through, what y'all have experienced, what y'all have felt the need to put pen to paper over the course of these last 9 or so weeks in fall quarter. So again, I just want to lead off with congratulations on making it to week 9 of another quarter in quarantine. We are all so proud of y'all. We know that it is a difficult time for everybody, and it is varying degrees of difficult for people. I can imagine that considering where we are in the world dealing with coronavirus right now, that we may have some of y'all who are directly impacted by the coronavirus one way or another. And so we're just wishing y'all the best of luck. And if y'all need any type of support from us here at Poets Club, we got y'all. That is what we are here for. So this is more relaxed than the typical Dope Metaphors. Like Kahlo mentioned, we have 4 signups already. Please sign up if you want to perform. You know, it's free form. It's whatever you want to do. It can be something that you performed in a meeting before if you want to refine it a little bit more. But also no pressure if you just want to hang out. Since we have only a few signups, we thought we would start just by doing a little bit of writing. I thought I'd play a little bit of background music. And then we have a special performance from Poets Club Outsider via Anita. Thank you, Anita. Fiona will be doing a short little stand-up set for us, which I'm very excited for. I've heard rave reviews from the other core members who have been witness to her talents. So thank you for joining us, Fiona. In the meantime, like I said, free write, no prompt. If you write something that you want to perform at any point, sign up with this link that Kahlo has put, and we will make sure we get to you in the open mic portion, which will take place probably in about 30-ish minutes. Kahlo, do you want to go over any ground rules that I maybe didn't mention?
If you're thinking of signing up, you're going to see some cool spaces where you can put in a name for the event, where you can tell us about how long your poem's going to run, though that matters less tonight than it normally would since we've got no set list. It's important that you include content warnings if there are any for your poem. Nate and I will be listing those off as we go. But tonight is all about you guys getting to feel like you have something to mark the end of your quarter. You know, we're really grateful to you all for pulling through and being a part of the Poets Club community this quarter. You've been going through a lot and putting up with so much shit from school, from work, just from life. And in a time of isolation, you guys have come together to share some really cool art and some really fantastic vibes every week. So thanks for coming by, and thanks especially for being here tonight. We're excited to celebrate it with y'all.
Right on. Let's do 20 minutes. Write if you feel like it. Yeah, I'll get some vibes going, and yeah, we'll check back in 7:30. Thank you, Devin. We now have 8 signees. So I'm gonna go in the order we have them in. We have one performer who will be joining us later, so they will be pushed to the side for now. But our first poet of the night, he's a lighthearted guy with a big heart, and he'll be performing a poem called The Pink Orchid. Please give it up for the medieval millennial Luca.
Woo!
Woo!
All right, thank you. I'm gonna try to calm myself down after all that spice. So, all right. Amorous curves, my peace disturbed, with eyes reserved and strength unheard. Simple kindness to warm one's heart, a foreign touch like a work of art. Smoothest skin to feel all day, my desire blooms from seeing her at play. Confident smile with a well-poised stance, voluptuous breasts and backside to match. Passionate depths with golden heart. I see her daily, but we're always miles apart. Thank you.
Thank you, Luca. Yeah. Get some claps in.
Woo!
Get some snaps in. Okay. Back to my partner in crime, Kahlo.
Awesome. Coming up next, we have a fantastic performer, writes a lot of great stuff about nature and fantasy. I'd love to introduce Ms. Dunaway, who will be performing a poem from a collection, 70, titled LXX on our submission form. So yes, I did have a message, Bailey, on Zoom to clarify. Give it up for Ms. Dunaway, please. Let's see those Zoom emojis. Let's go.
Yeah, I did the alias, I guess, because the form asked me to. But yeah, okay. You wander into nature land, your physique both holy and Roman. You bite your lip to know pain and carry yourself to find pleasure. Pleasure is abundant in nature land, as there are flowers. Roses preen at your feet, and lilac stares. Lily dances to circle your wrist. Periwinkle draws kisses on your legs, while dandelions flow into your hair. Eyes drooping, you try to cure yourself to quietness, but the flowers are loud in their affection. Rhododendrons nip at your ankles, while nightlock wraps its veiny vines around your kneecaps. Sunflowers purr against your chest, while the peonies hoot and the poppies giggle against your ears. Azalea tightens its grip on your calloused hand. You carry yourself, but quietness seems to fall to mist. All the running around, all the time spent on family and work responsibilities in human land, has left you tired. But the flowers become persistent. Daisy itches your eyeball, magnolia shoves its petals in your ear, carnations bite your nipples hard, while chrysanthemums sing about your failures. Tulips whip your back, giant rue joins in, squeezing your throat, before rosemary pressurizes your head. A throbbing. You cannot carry yourself. Your moan doesn't scare them away, but your growl ignites the animal in your bones. You begin to rip the flowers off your body, till they wilt. You bat away flowers. You sink to the ground with force, till the flowers are crushed and killed on the ground. Satisfied, you move deeper into nature land. No sun exists, only overcast. You listen to the birds and wind like you've never heard them. Finally, you rest. You crouch down until your bottom is firm against the topsoil. Dirt gathers at your calves. A bead of sweat falls onto your lips. You lick it because you are thirsty. So thirsty. Plainly, a blue agave plant stands before you, and you become closer to her. Eyes closed, you know thirst will be quelled. You run your fingers over her edges and snap off a piece of her leaf. You suckle at the wetness inside. She is happy. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Ms. Dunaway. Wonderful. All right. Our next poet is a religious studies major, you'll notice, and aspiring novelist. In her free time, she likes to contemplate the concept of belief, wait for prophetic visions, and read way too much meaning into random events. Have you ever heard about our Lord and Savior Mothman? Performing sacred vision, circus freak, please give it up one time and one time only for Kahlo.
Woo! Yeah. Woo!
P.T. Barnum's circus was a vicious, gaudy lie, but he knew a truth gilded in craft glitter. The human heart does not want something real. It wants to press something half real under a boot heel and call it fake. Crush a half lie between its palms and wonder in the deepest yawning cavern of a hollow chest if it might be real. The Fox sisters, 3 little girls with haunted eyes and a knack for theatrics, swept the nation off its feet when they declared that they could speak to ghosts, that ghosts have something left to say, and death makes voyeurs of us all. P.T. Barnum gave the world its holy relics in a mermaid with a monkey skull and fishtail, its saints in four-legged women and conjoined twins. Maggie Fox, what brought your crowds in? Was it the lovelorn wailing of a real spirit or the knocking of your lyre's joints? Was it the way you made an object of yourself for cynics' prying eyes? Did you recant when you got scared, made a liar by your Catholic guilt, or just when you stopped making money? By the time you ached to take back your confession, the world had moved on. You were a ghost talking to yourself. I don't understand the holy mystery of why I have to weave belief into poetry, take sacred words and paint them with a coat of humor, layering their defenses like a candle dipped for 40 days into a flood of hot wax. Maybe I'm afraid of their sincerity. Maybe I'm tired of loving truth instead of beauty. It's easy to season words with pillars of salt. It's right to turn a sacred song of songs into an empty vase, but in between, I make my prayers to Mothman. I write love poems that symbolize Loch Ness. Ripley's Believe It or Not is a temple with glass eyes instead of stained glass windows. So was P.T. Barnum's flashy glitter circus. The Bible's just a book of poems, if you let it be. There can't be proof of Bigfoot. There can never be proof of Bigfoot. Because what's the use believing something you can see? There is no faith where there is knowledge. And if we all saw Bigfoot walk on water, hairy head surrounded by a glowing halo, he would finally not exist. Thank you.
Woo!
Love y'all, truly the best audience on earth. And another sacrifice for that fantastic audience coming up next is a fantastic poet who is currently mourning over the death of her houseplants and will someday be vibing at a coffee shop and all life force will be restored to her, performing a series of short love poems with no title. So we're keeping it mysterious. Please give it up for our very own Bree. Woo!
They're very short, so I'll just pause when I'm done and then start another one. If I had any apprehensions about entering this earth, they were eradicated the moment of your first breath. I would incarnate for nothing, if not to caress your earthly form for the first time. And then the next one. My love is caustic and warm. It swirls in the air around everywhere I touch, seeps into the soil beneath my legs, wraps around the roots of the trees, and pushes itself through into leaves. If my love were a bean from a beanstalk, my love would shoot to the moon. And then my last one. I give you my night as I give you my day, as I give you my dreams, as I give you my wake. And that is all.
That was sweet. Thank you, Bree. That was really sweet.
All right, now I've had to wait for this. I've been so excited, but it is my honor after lecture to introduce our next poet, who is a poet and a real human. And definitely not a bunch of cans of baked beans stacked on top of each other wearing a trench coat. Definitely not that. performing prayer in the shape of poetry, please, please put those hands back together for something much more beautiful than lead poisoning. That's right, it's Miley Buckman.
Thank you. I love being more beautiful than lead poisoning. Okay. I think Jesus was a teenage girl. All the evidence points in that direction. Luscious long hair, off-brand Birkenstocks, the earliest known instance of a t-shirt dress. If the Bible is to be believed, Jesus died for sins that weren't her own, sacrificed herself for something that literally wasn't her cross to bear. What's more a woman than taking the blame for sins of older men? What's more a woman than saving everyone except for yourself? I want to be sacred. And if you want to play God, I'll let you. If you want to be prophet, I'll believe you. If you tell me self-immolation is the only way to be loved, I'll follow your 10 commandments. I'll take your scissors of divinity and cut out parts of myself like a paper snowflake. Unfold me and call the missing pieces holy. I'll shape myself into whatever you consider beautiful. I'll eat the apple. I'll listen to the snake as long as he whispers promises of being enough. I'll bathe in your holy water until I'm cleaned of all trace of woman. Will it ever be enough? Men in white robes promise me that God loves all his children. God loves all his children, but he's terrible at showing it. God loves all his children, but he lets their calls go to voicemail, sends a belated text informing you that he's running out of miracles. Selfish girl, foolish woman, witch and sinner. The devil is the only angel that answers when I call. Maybe I'll talk this time. Might sell my soul for a pack of cigarettes. Might sell my soul for a few answers. Might sell my soul just to know if it's worth anything. Or maybe I'll keep it for myself to prove it's worth saving. Salvation is in the hand of the blessed, and I'm taking these hands back from myself. I think I might need them. That's it, by the way.
Thank you, Miley. Welcome. We missed you.
I missed you guys.
Good to have you.
Bars.
Bars. Our next poet is just a guy who plays guitar in Pardal Tunnel. I've only been away from Ivy and I miss it already. Performing I Love Latin Women. Please give it up for Pardal Guitar.
Oh my goodness. All right, guys. This is for y'all. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm Miss Brown Skin, and I don't mean Fenty shade in the shadows of the club. I'm in the authentic gift of a choosy son. No, yeah, no artificial, no spray tan in a bottle, just beautiful like oak and Doge's touch. Good for any occasion, like drink, mocha for the spot, whiskey for the sleep, and mud for the cake I'm about to eat. Yeah, hit movements with story arcs, tradition manifest in the body of a full woman, the hound and the gentleman submits to song. If you mess with her, you mess with family. Sexualization starts when she can mother your unborn children. Hoop earrings to double listen. You stand to be corrected if she's neglected. Somebody might swoop in. Yeah, don't treat her as candle to burn, but the tree that clears your breath. Water her even after you plant the seed. Yeah. I love that women, curly hair and fancy pee-ho. I love that women, curly hair and fancy pee-ho. We gotta do better. Yeah, single mothers cause of boys who want to stay single forever. That's fine if you're first honest, but don't justify consequence. You'd rather spend on a gram to skim Instagram than pay rent or help around. Plus the homies encourage more parties than homies he's invited to. The message just lack of respect. Oh shit, he said he wanted to start a business, but she ain't believe it. How can he invest while in debt? Still a grunt. The only well done he know is in a tri-tip, and he don't tip when he ain't recognize a job well done. It ain't all his fault though, she ain't speak up. There ain't no purpose to their union. Compatibility is less than suitability. You drop her when the devolution makes it easy to trade. The love phase, but that's really insecurity winning. Yeah, cause I know I date over simple things to relate. Cause to co-op comes with a miss to take. It's all fate, but at least admit it. If truth ain't justification, then it probably can't be so problematic. Yeah, yeah. But sometimes I wish I was a better person. Comparison often becomes a heavy project. When I look at the mirror, I'm so confident. I make a rainbow straight, and another days I feel the pain. I feel like I gotta piss in the bowl to rinse out the reflection. Matter of perspective and realizing when I'm worth it. Yeah. Okay, yeah, well I miss brown skin, cinnamon up on that beach, that cocoa pebble, that spice up in the heat, la rosa luna, querida siempre, mexicana, argentina y a veces de Europa, Filipina, Mahaquita, Maganda, Guatemala, Jerusalem, Mazel Tov to my Catholics, my non-religious persons. Y'all say some weird shit, but fuck it, I love it, I ain't judging. Yeah, some additions weren't letting, but I still feel like I should add them. Okay, yeah. Oh. I love that women, curly hair and fancy PR. I love that women, curly hair and fancy PR. We gotta do better. Okay, here you go, guys.
Awesome. You gotta record that shit. Put it out. Put it on.
Thank you, guys. I love you guys so much.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing that good stuff with us, Raymond. Next up, we have a strong finish to our previous signups. So from here on out, if you love the idea of putting your name on the Zoom screen and sharing some wonderful work with us, but hate the idea of filling out a Google form because it's just not that kind of week, we get it. You can feel free to drop your name in the chat if you want to do a quick sign up. Nate and I can trade off making up monologues about your lives and getting you in line to perform. Or you could drop a late sign up in that Google form and hope that me or Nate sees it out the corner of our eye. You never know.
I don't like that you just roped me into that monologue telling on the spot like that, but it's okay.
A monologue can be a word long. We're poets. You know, if a monologue is just a person's name, isn't that art? But what is, for the moment, the very last performance that we have of the night. So if you want to try and follow this class act, do your best. This fantastic poet, person, and core member, not a demon, is going to be performing a poem titled For Him. So everyone, please put your hands together for a core member, not a demon, certainly a poet, Brendan. Woo!
The reversal is coming. When fleeting material will not serve those who fade into the void. When the true are no longer mocked. When the good are no longer pity, as inevitably justice is absolute. To struggle now in the right, instead of to relish now in the wrong, that is how we may find peace later. If my peers were to be believed, worldliness is one's ticket to a better place after death. Ignorance cannot be bliss. That's it.
Thank you, Brendan.
That was really good.
Definitely not demonic. Definitely not demonic.
That was so good, dude.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Raymond has another
Thank
song.
you.
Once again, Kahlo, just as Kahlo said, if you have something you want to perform and you don't want to go through a whole Google form, please put your name in the chat and we will get to you. But performing a Kaliush's Tyrant cover, I'm excited to see this. Right back to the Pardal guitarist.
Wow. Can we just give one more applause for Brent? Brenton?
One
That was his name,
time.
right? That was so good. I really love that.
One time.
Okay. All I hear is sirens in a world so violent. Would you be a tyrant if I give you power? Would you take it all or look me in my iris? I can read your silence when everything is so quiet. You're my peace and quiet. All around we go. Your loving is like a kaleidoscope. I don't wanna come down. Keep spinning me round and round and round and round. Wanna seize the throne. What would you do with all that control? I don't wanna come down. Keep spinning me round and round and round and round. Word on the street, you got hoes. I disappear like El Chapo. When you said you would take on the whole world, little of me would be yours. Well, mira, lo. Papi está guapo, si está rico. What's been asking us to lose control? All we ever do is French like Richard Prado. Wanna seize the throne. What would you do with all that control? I don't wanna come down. Keep spinning me round and round and round and round. Love is kind of funny. I forget the lyrics, but this is kind of funny. Anyways, okay, yeah. Round and round and round, yeah, yeah. Round and round and round. Yeah, round and round and round, yeah, round and round. Let's go.
Thank you for it all, man. Yeah. Yeah. Sweet. Anybody out there that wants to do a little some? Going once.
Anybody got a really cool object in their house they'd like to show the camera in the style of like groundbreaking poet Bronwyn? Anybody got a cat they want to show the camera?
I want to go show you guys my dog. Be right back.
I don't know about y'all, but the only way that I want to end a cool Analogies first one is with some pet photos.
Yeah, I think we need to get some pets in here and get a photo.
I think Fiona brought her comedy cat.
Oh my god!
Everybody, if you have a pet, bring it to the forefront at this moment. And
Bailey, oh my god! Oh my god! If y'all could like introduce these cats, give us a little bio. Devin's dog.
Yeah, give us some intro.
Wait, y'all, I don't have a cat, but I'm pretty sure I could like go find one on the street right now.
Daisy.
Miley.
Devin,
My dog.
that's exactly what I pictured your dog to look like.
Yeah.
She's a rescue, but she's pretty well behaved. She begs and she barks, but we don't hold it against her. She's good. She's like 5. I keep dogs next to my desk in case she ever comes in.
Hey, can I play a beat I made?
Hell yes.
Oh yeah, play your beat. Play your beat.
Do it.
I was feeling that bass in my gut,
Dude, that was good.
in the depths of
Appreciate it.
Brenda reminds me of Morpheus from the Matrix, man. Red pill or blue pill?
Which one?
So good, but I also loved Raymond's dancing.
Yeah.
He was absolutely losing his shit.
It's good stuff. It's quality. Quality music, man. Woo.
I want to bike through Pardal Tunnel and see you guys there, like the music. Next location when we get back on campus.
Yeah. Socially distanced from the Pardal Tunnel.
Hey.
Everybody lines up in the Pardal Tunnel, 6 feet apart, and we all have to just yell it into the echoes of the tunnel.
Whoa.
We could do the sickest
I like
light show in there. If we're all 6 feet apart, like just waving back and forth, everyone gets like 4 of those little LED strips that they just get to control however they like. We could really make this a thing.
I'll be on top of the tunnel, like screaming into that one hole.
We should all in the parking lot next to Pardal Tunnel. We should all go into that parking lot, and everybody just stands on a different level of that parking lot and does their poem.
Just
We have
biking
people
by.
on the bottom level still have
Can we have a drone that'll like go from the little combat layers? You know how like
terrifying.
You fight to the top? That's what we can do with the drone.
That's
Imagine trying to get the funding for that. They're like, so what do you need this funding for? We're like, a drone for the parking lot.
Stimulus check, baby.
We end up going to AS for more money than when we actually have in-person dope metaphors. I love that. We'll just use up all. We could probably get a drone for our startup funds, our $250 in startup. I feel like we could do that. I feel like that's accomplishable. If anybody finds a drone for less than $250, you let me know. It's out like Rocky.
Good investment.
Good investment, yeah. And we can use it in the future. I mean, we can't, is because I'll be gone, but y'all can. That could work out. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Next quarter, please, for real, look out for core applications if you want to be heavily involved in the planning and organization of Poets Club. Hopefully you won't have to be putting on too many cool analogies, but this was fun. I get to MC a showcase from the comfort of my bed. That's got its own pros, I feel like.
Asked us the fact that we had some really great work tonight.
Yeah, I just want to say y'all killed it tonight. This was great. It's always wonderful to see this come through. Ignacio, what?
Ignacio.
Oh wow, this night just keeps getting better.
Hi y'all. How you doing?
Ignatius. What's good with you?
Hold on, where's my video? There it is. Hi.
Whoa, throwback.
Hi.
Welcome back, man.
And I was like, I've been meaning to freaking join y'all for like the longest time this whole quarter, but like I had board meetings with the co-ops and they go from like 6 p.m. to like 9, and I'm like, everyone's already probably gone by 9 p.m. So let me see what I can do. But yeah.
Welcome to Cool Analogies.
Fiona.
When I saw Cool Analogies, I was like, what? Y'all are doing this? This is cool as fuck. So exciting.
Do you have something to spit for our open mic?
Shit. But no.
You're being recorded.
Okay. We're just musing about the beautiful poetry and performances we saw tonight.
Oh, nice. Did everyone already go?
Yes, we had a full slate.
Wow.
Yeah, you're closing.
It was really it's always really sweet to see this happen. I'm glad y'all pulled up. I'm glad this was a success by pretty much any measure of virtual events. Fiona, thank you for joining us and giving us some wonderful stand-up. Performers of the night, thank you for your performances. Kahlo, thank you for being another great co-MC. Where you were the co-MC in the last Dope Metaphors, right?
Yeah, y'all remember getting to see my face in person? That was a good time, wasn't it?
We really might have made history. We might have been the last co-hosts of a in-person event at UCSB ever. You never know. Wow. Does anybody have any parting words? Anything they want to say?
Can I share an idea I had?
Yes.
Okay, so I had this idea where it's like, you know how you can get little trinkets out of like gumball type machines that come in little capsules? I was thinking we could have a poem dispenser where we just write little poems and we print them on little paper, fold them up in the little capsules, and then people pay 25 cents and they get a random poem and it just makes them smile.
I like that.
We donate all the profits to charity.
I like it. We could do that. We could do that virtually even, I feel like. We could figure out a way to do that virtually. Poem fortune cookies? Oh, I like it. Sweet.
Virtually, we all make Club Penguin accounts, and you just walk up to a penguin, and you're like, hey, Venmo me $1 and I will DM you a poem right now. You have to say it in Times Square for an extra 25 cents. If we're all on this, it could happen.
It can happen. Anything is possible.
Let's also give a big shout out, though, real quick to Fiona, since we're getting a party going in the chat. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being funny. And most importantly, thank you for showing us your cat.
Beefy facts. Yeah, thank you all for showing your animals. Wow.
Thanks for pulling through, everybody. I think this is like the highest turnout on a Zoom meeting I've yet seen.
Mm-hmm.
I think the highest turnout on
counting classes
our club has seen. I mean, this is awesome. Thank you guys for showing, every single one of you. Thank you guys for showing up. This is awesome. It was so nice to see you guys again, all of you. Just to share this moment is fantastic.
Yes.
That's my favorite.
And if you had fun tonight, we'll be back next quarter.
Yeah.
Show up to meetings.
If anybody here is not on our mailing list, then please email us at ucsbpoetsclub@gmail, and we may or may not add you.
May or may not.
Yeah,
Like,
you never know.
have we ever canceled?
We're very selective here at Poets Club. No, I'm just kidding. We're definitely not.
We want to hear what you have to say.
We want to hear what you always have to say. We're glad we got to hear what you have to say. Like I said, reach out to us if you need anything, if you need emotional, moral support in these days. I hope y'all have or are having a happy holidays. Be safe, stay physically distanced. Much love. I'm gonna dip out now. Y'all can continue to banter if you wish. Thank you for wonderful, cool analogies. And we have the recording, and we'll figure out what's going on with that.
We all turn on our